The North Pole was bustling with activity as Christmas Eve approached. Snowflakes danced in the chilly air, coating the ground in a sparkling white blanket. In a large, open field surrounded by tall pine trees, a group of reindeer gathered for their annual flight training. Among them was Blitzen, a sturdy reindeer with a thick, glossy brown coat that shimmered in the weak winter sunlight. His large, expressive brown eyes darted nervously as he adjusted the festive green and red scarf wrapped snugly around his neck. Blitzen stomped his hooves anxiously, creating small indentations in the fresh snow. He watched as his fellow reindeer pranced and leapt, their antlers cutting graceful arcs through the air. The head trainer, a tall elf with pointy ears and rosy cheeks, blew his silver whistle. "All right, everyone," he called out in a cheerful voice. "Let's start with some basic flying exercises. Remember, teamwork is key." As the other reindeer began to lift off the ground, their hooves barely skimming the snow, Blitzen remained firmly planted. His friend Comet, a sleek reindeer with a shiny silver coat, noticed and trotted over. "What's wrong, Blitzen?" Comet asked, his breath visible in the frosty air. "Aren't you excited for flight training?" Blitzen sighed, his shoulders slumping. "I don't know, Comet," he replied. "Sometimes I think this job is just too hard." Comet tilted his head, his antlers catching the light. "Too hard? But you're one of Santa's best flyers!" he exclaimed. Blitzen shook his head, his scarf fluttering in the breeze. "It's not just the flying," he explained. "It's the pressure, the long nights, the heavy sleigh. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really cut out for this." Just then, the head trainer approached, his green and red uniform jingling with tiny bells. "Is everything all right over here?" he asked, his blue eyes twinkling with concern. Blitzen looked down at his hooves, embarrassed. I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed," he admitted. The trainer nodded sympathetically, stroking his white beard. "Ah, I see. Well, Blitzen, why don't you come with me? I think I have just the thing to help you understand your importance." Curious, Blitzen followed the trainer across the snowy field. They approached a small, cozy-looking cabin nestled among the trees. Smoke curled invitingly from its chimney, and warm light spilled from its frosted windows. "This," the trainer explained, "is where we keep all the letters from children around the world." He pushed open the wooden door, revealing shelves upon shelves of colorful envelopes. Blitzen's eyes widened as he took in the sight. The cabin was filled with the scent of peppermint and the soft rustling of paper. "Wow," he breathed, his breath misting in the warm air. "There are so many." The trainer nodded, his eyes twinkling. "Indeed there are. And each one of these letters represents a child's hope and joy. Without you and your teammates, Blitzen, we couldn't make those dreams come true." The trainer reached up and plucked a bright red envelope from a nearby shelf. "Let's read this one," he suggested, carefully opening the letter. "Dear Santa," he read aloud, "I hope your reindeer are doing well. They must be very strong and brave to fly all around the world in one night. Please tell them thank you for me." Blitzen felt a warmth spread through his chest, melting away some of his doubts. "You see, Blitzen," the trainer said gently, "every job in Santa's workshop is important. From the elves who make the toys to the reindeer who deliver them, we all play a crucial role in spreading joy." Blitzen nodded slowly, his brown eyes thoughtful. "I never realized how much the children appreciate us," he admitted. The trainer smiled, patting Blitzen's furry shoulder. "Sometimes we all need a reminder of why we do what we do." As they left the cabin, Blitzen noticed his fellow reindeer still practicing in the field. He watched as they worked together, synchronizing their movements and supporting each other. "You know," he said to the trainer, "I think I understand now. It's not just about me doing my job, it's about all of us working as a team." The trainer beamed, his rosy cheeks growing even rosier. Exactly, Blitzen. That's the spirit of Christmas right there. With renewed enthusiasm, Blitzen trotted back to the training field. His hooves left crisp imprints in the snow as he approached his teammates. "Hey everyone," he called out, his voice strong and clear. "I'm sorry I was feeling down earlier. I'm ready to practice now." The other reindeer cheered, welcoming him back with warm nuzzles and encouraging words. As they began their exercises again, Blitzen found himself working harder than ever before. He leapt higher, flew faster, and coordinated better with his teammates. The cold air rushed past his face, ruffling his fur and making his scarf flutter behind him like a festive flag. With each successful maneuver, Blitzen felt his confidence growing. He wasn't just doing this for himself anymore, he was doing it for the team, for Santa, and for all the children waiting for their Christmas magic. At the end of the training session, the head trainer gathered all the reindeer together. His face was flushed with pride as he addressed the group. "Well done, everyone!" he exclaimed, clapping his mittened hands. "I've never seen such excellent teamwork. You should all be very proud of yourselves." The reindeer stamped their hooves in excitement, their antlers clicking together as they celebrated their success. As the sun began to set, painting the snowy landscape in shades of pink and gold, Blitzen looked around at his teammates. He saw the determination in their eyes, the joy in their movements, and the spirit of Christmas in their hearts. With a smile, he realized that he was exactly where he was meant to be. "You know what?" he said to Comet, who stood beside him. "I think this might just be the best job in the world after all." And as the stars began to twinkle in the darkening sky, Blitzen knew that he was ready for whatever challenges Christmas Eve might bring.